Melting glaciers and the destruction of polar habitats. Glaciers, often called Earth's frozen reserves, are rapidly melting due to rising global temperatures. This phenomenon is one of the most visible and worrying signs of climate change. Polar regions, especially the Arctic and Antarctic, are experiencing significant changes as a result of this glacial melting. These changes are not only transforming the landscape but also endangering countless species that depend on these icy environments for survival. Glaciers are vast bodies of ice formed from accumulated snow over millennia. They play a vital role in maintaining Earth's climate by reflecting sunlight, storing freshwater, and regulating sea levels. However, due to rising greenhouse gas emissions and global warming, glaciers are melting faster than ever. According to recent scientific studies, Earth has lost more than 28 trillion tons of ice since 1994, with the Arctic region being the hardest hit. One of the most significant consequences of melting glaciers is sea level rise. As ice melts from terrestrial glaciers and ice sheets, ocean water levels rise. This not only threatens flooding of low-lying coastal areas but also disrupts ocean currents and weather patterns. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, estimates that if current trends continue, sea levels could rise by more than a meter by the end of the century. This poses a serious threat to millions of people living in coastal cities around the world. In addition to human concerns, the loss of polar habitats is having a devastating impact on wildlife. In the Arctic, animals such as polar bears, walruses, and seals depend on sea ice for hunting, breeding, and resting. As the ice melts, these animals must travel longer distances in search of food, leading to fatigue, starvation, and reduced reproductive rates. For example, polar bears depend on sea ice to catch seals. With less ice available, their hunting grounds are shrinking, resulting in population declines. In Antarctica, melting glaciers are affecting species like emperor penguins, which require stable sea ice for breeding. As ice conditions become increasingly unpredictable, penguin colonies are at increased risk of collapse. Furthermore, krill, small crustaceans that form the basis of the Antarctic food chain, depend on sea ice for their life cycle. Declining krill populations impact a variety of predators, including whales, seals, and seabirds. Melting glaciers also release trapped greenhouse gases like methane and carbon dioxide. As permafrost melts, these gases are released into the atmosphere, further aggravating global warming. This creates a feedback loop. Higher temperatures cause more ice to melt, which releases more greenhouse gases, further accelerating climate change. Another consequence of glacier melt is the loss of freshwater resources. Glaciers serve as natural water reservoirs for many regions, especially parts of Asia and South America. As these rivers shrink, communities dependent on glacier-fed rivers for drinking water, agriculture, and hydropower may face severe water shortages in the future. Efforts to combat glacier melt and protect polar habitats include both mitigation and adaptation strategies. Reducing carbon emissions by shifting to renewable energy sources, improving energy efficiency, and protecting natural carbon sinks like forests are important steps. International cooperation, through agreements like the Paris Climate Agreement, plays a vital role in setting targets and promoting sustainable practices. In conclusion, melting glaciers and the destruction of polar habitats are a serious challenge of our time. Its impact extends far beyond the icy regions, affecting global sea levels, weather patterns, biodiversity, and freshwater availability. Tackling this crisis requires urgent and sustained action by governments, industries, and individuals to protect the planet's fragile polar ecosystems and ensure a sustainable future.